if IG bring out a policy or whatsoever, what IG is saying by interpretation means
the moderator when they drop me, make your papa go get sense.
Please don't drop him. Mommy Agba, listen to me. If what IG is making reference to is this, if you have a case in one area office, you cannot take that case to another area office, but you can take it to a zonal office, which is higher than that area office. It is a common law in Nigeria that if a high court judge a case, you can take it to, you have the right to appeal to an appeal court and thereafter Supreme Court. It's the same scenario. What IG is making reference to is people are abusing that that process where they know one or two people domicile on having influence in another area. It's just like one DPO in Kubwa, for instance, another DPO in Duse Alaji. You have a case with the DPO in Kubwa of the same level. You cannot take that case to the one in Duse Alaji. If you are going to take that case up, it has to be to Area 11, where you have police command, which is higher than the area where you have the in Kubwa. Or from that police command, it cannot go to the IG, which is the first headquarters. I'm making reference to Abuja now because I'm used to Abuja terrain. So the same thing everywhere. What Yomi did is, it was state CID that was handling that case. He now took it to federal. Now federal will definitely supersede state. So he has not committed any offense, and if police see a lacuna or they see an error in what Yomi has done, they will definitely question Yomi or sanction him for going against the IG directive. So police know why they're doing what they are doing. They invited me already. If they are already going against their own law or the IG directive, they will have cautioned them, said they would have done that. So it's not an issue for us to drag for so long. It's just for a clarity. So that is why it's being.
Anyway, so information is full of lies. There's nothing like that.
How about it? Can you tell me where
information is full of lies?
Only interpreted what
that is highly incorrect. That is highly incorrect.
Okay, now correct me.
You say things with facts, okay?
I say correct me, Abati. I'm not interjecting you. Go ahead and correct me.
Chairman, this chairman that is there can correct you. He knows what you
just said. Correct me. You can't tell me I'm lying now. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong.
Yeah, he said what he said was a lie. Then what is the truth?
A lie. Tell me the truth now, brother. I'm listening to you.
This is a Latin word. No, you are telling your own truth. When you have issues with area office,
you can take it to zone.
Zone 2 is higher than area office. In fact, let me tell you, I think I was engaging Yomi, and I told him, I said, the issue is this. If the area office is not treating your matter, escalate. And how do you escalate? You escalate to the next authority. You escalate to the next authority higher, which is zone 2. That is how it works. You cannot take area A and take the matter to area F. That is coordinate jurisdiction. And that's why IG is saying no. But you can escalate to a higher jurisdiction, which is zone 2. It is escalation. It is escalation. So Yomi has not done any. If Yomi has done anything right, he was at the police station today. They won't allow him to go home now. They will detain him. They will detain him.
It's not actually for even for us to debate about. It's a common knowledge.
They will detain him.
This Nigerian terrain now.
But he went in and he came back and in fact he did his live tonight. So what is wrong with that? We are not the police. If the police know this guy has violated any law of
they will arrest him at the same
kò ní lọ ní lálẹ́ ìgbọ̀n pàápàá ibi tẹ̀ bí ilé ló máa gbà ṣe sí.
Police understood the process. He can check that sometimes, Baba, allegedly, sometimes, ọlọ́pàá gan ló advise them what to do.
Let me now say this: when police invitation, when you have any, whether from area F or another one is coming from area G or another one is coming from area A, as a citizen, you are duty bound to honor the police invitation. How do you honor police invitation? You can go there personally. You can go there, your attorney can represent you, or you can write them and say, guys, I see hold on, let me finish, stop me. You can write to them and say, okay, I've seen you.
Chairman, you went off. Okay. I think it went off. Top, we want to say something. Go ahead.
No, I want to ask Chairman, if the case in question has been transferred, because he seems to be missing the context here. Has the case been transferred from Panti to Zone 2?
That is what we are saying now. We see the same thing. If I approach
in Panti, it has not been transferred to Zone 2. What are you going to Zone 2 to do?
If I go to Zone 2, it means that Zone 2 will request for the file because it's the higher authority. I have the right to approach the higher authority.
For crying out loud, that is not how police work.
Are you living in Cotonou?
Now let me tell you how this thing works.
How police work?
Yeah, that is not how it works.
What are you saying?
Let me say you reported a case.
Don't rope yourself. Commit an error now.
Wait, let me enlighten you.
Who are you enlightening? Who are you enlightening?
Chairman, you're here. Let me say this.
You just want to make relevant, but you are making an error, a big error. It's not a subject to argue about.
Now, this is what I want to tell you.
If you guys are depending with me, I thought you guys are intelligent.
Let me enlighten you. People that are listening, they will know whether you are making the right, whether your position is the right position. Let me make my submission. The people will judge whether you are making the right position, you're on the right position. Now, you report at a particular station, right? When you report a case at a particular station and it's being handled in that particular station, you will now go to state CID to go and answer query or go and answer whatever question in state CID without transferring the case that's being handled in that station.
I don't need to wait for you to transfer. If I'm not pleased with what you are doing, I can approach a higher authority. I just told you.
There is no way you can do that.
Well, you don't even. You are not.
You have any within your capacity that you can have this question and
stop moving. This is what I don't like.
I know you are so tall. You are not even intelligent at all. You are not even intelligent.
How do you go and answer a matter that is being handled without being transferred? You want them to what are they attending to?
You are even dull. I told you guys.
What are they attending to? What are they attending to? The matter has not been transferred. And you want them to go to Zone 2 and
I can request, I can petition you in a higher one to tell you that they will call for your file. Or do you think you are living in a dark era in Nigeria? I can approach IG anytime if I feel like you didn't handle the case the way it's supposed to.
You have dropped stop moving now. What do you want them to engage?
There's no sense in what you say now.
I think it's his network.
Let me network. There's no
moderator, don't drop any
I say this moderator is smoke for the head. Accommodate your brain.
People are listening to you. Just want to make credit.
Then drop Apathy and the. You are making no sense. You are making no sense. I don't imagine what you're talking about. We have been panty. The matter has not been transferred. And you want what are you going to do?
I'm following higher authority. I have my right to say, I feel cheated. You are not very obvious. What I want to mention is,
you have no sense in what you are saying. You have no sense in what you are saying. They are telling you that this is how the Nigerian policing works. You have a matter that you have to pay. You guys don't go and answer any query unless the file is being transferred or the case is being transferred to Zotu. That's why you go there. I'm asking chairman how the case being transferred. Simple question. You don't even have answer to that.
Listen, top moving. You can escalate because if you go a matter, you can escalate a matter that is being handled by a police station on an area to a higher authority if you feel this matter is not being handled the way you have ensured. You can escalate it.
You see those morals on their
okay? You can escalate it. Alright? So what the higher authority needs to do is to call the authority, the other one to order, say, okay, this matter has been reported here. What is going on there? I want to see the report. Do you understand?
I take a case to IT office and now say the IT is not okay.
Do you understand? You can escalate.
They will come for the fire immediately.
So why do you have zone 2? Why do you have the zone 2? This is zone 2.
It's like you are not listening to my question. I ask you a simple wait to chairman, I ask you a simple question that demands a simple answer. Has that particular case been transferred? Have they transferred that case? That's what I'm asking. You don't have any answer to it.
Wait for it to be transferred. It's the police that will call for the transfer of file.
Have they sent the signal?
It is police that will call.
You are laughing and you're laughing your mouth. And you're laughing your mouth also.
You don't know what you're saying. It's police
like a stupid indigo.
Okay, let's lunatic. Stop calling me, man. Don't stop calling me. Aristocrat, go on.
Let me be clear with you. You see, the reason why you have different division is because they supervise the lower division. And you come from the federal to the zone, to the state, to the area, to the divisional, and to the post. The reason why these are created is because they are supervising. They occupy a supervision position. Now, just like Rotimi and Chama were saying, if I'd reported a case at the divisional headquarters, for example, and police are doing it, and I feel it is not well done, the next supervising office that I will be able to escalate it to should be the area command. Because I will believe, and if I go to the area command, in my complaint, I will have told them this case is a dispute, but I am not satisfied with what they are doing. It is then the area command that will look into your petition and will now signal the lower police station to say a case like this is with you, send it over. But if you don't go to complain to a supervisor, why would a supervisor now say transfer the case? Someone should have laid a complaint that I'm not satisfied. And I think Yomi Rotimi did explain better. It's just like a court. The court will say you have in Nigeria judgment from an high court, and people will also go to another high court getting conflicting judgment. Same court of same priority. It is not good. And I think what the IG has done is simply to say you cannot take a case, for example, to area F. because you don't like those who were there or you have influence in area G, you take the same case. They are on the same level. If you think they are doing something that you don't like, go to a superior. Those ones will still check your petition. They will discuss with the lower police station, and if they feel they don't need to take, they will say, oh, go back there. It will be handled because we are supervisors. Or they will not signal them and say, take it up. Now, let's also look at it like this. What if a complainant is making an error? In the case of the zona to the state command, Fanti is a state command here. If the zona have seen that this matter is already there, they won't even ask you to come and report to them. They will tell you that we'll look at your petition, go back to where you first reported. Police have done that several times. So it is just for them to create a punitive measure where if you need to escalate something, you go to the boss and you go to the state. Zonal offices are meant to supervise the state. States are meant to supervise the area. Area will supervise divisional. Divisional will supervise the post. While the federal is there for all of them. I think that is where we are getting it wrong. But I believe if anyone had made any report that is wrong, if the zona, for example, zone 2 handles Lagos and Ogun, if they see that the matter is already under the state and they are aware of it, they will just tell them, we will not entertain it, go back to the state. No need to arrest anybody. They won't just entertain it. There are a number of petitions that have gone to even federal. When you go back to there, they will say, no, it's still at the state, it is there, because they all work together. Thank you very much. I can continue your discussion.
Top movie, any question?
Any question, Top movie? Do you have any question?
Wait now, Chairman, nobody is laughing here with you. No, nobody is laughing here with you. Now, aristocrats, the particular case that you just analyze the due process of how things are obtainable. Also remember that a party to the case, a party to the case is one of the major elements. Before you can write a petition, okay, you must be of an interest to that particular case, right? Now, if a case that is being handled at Fanti, okay, is now being transferred to zone 2, all right? Who signals that transfer?
I always love for us to talk like this. So let's face this case directly. Now, the case has been reported to the state command, for example. I'm talking about
which of the cases? Which case in question? Let's talk about that specific. Wait, let's work with that specific.
Which case are you guys discussing? So that we
impersonation.
Impersonation. Thank you very much. It's the case of the video, Abby. 3 seconds.
Yes. Yeah.
And when the case was reported, I believe Yomi reported the matter at the state command, and he had said earlier before that he went there. The same
Yomi gave a letter for them.
It doesn't matter. Yomi complained. His letter to the state command was what? Was it a love letter or invitation letter?
Something like that.
Complaining about something.
Well, he was pouring his love to the police people.
I'm not here to joke. Just let me be serious. I'm not here to joke.
When somebody advises you that look into yourself, what does it mean? He's showing you concern and love.
Aristocrats, wait. That case was supported by Abdullah.
No, wait. Now, before we get to that particular part, before we get to that particular part, that is what Yomi did. Continue aristocrats. Before you guide him through, continue aristocrats.
I really want us to be serious.
I am serious with you. I'm not joking with you. This is a very serious matter. I'm not joking. I'm not joking with you.
And I want us to please is like that. Did Yomi sent a document to the police notifying police of his plight and calling them into a matter? Yes or no?
Like I said, Yomi wrote to them, okay, pointing towards what happened between him and Damola, who he claims is Adura. That is what Yomi did.
You know what?
No, it's okay. Aristotle, please wait.
Yeah.
Talk more. Did you petition Adura?
If Yomi petitioned Adura.
Yes, to the police. Do you know what a petition? Do you know what a petition is? Okay, Yomi petition.
When you're asking somebody to do something, or
No. When you wrote when you write a formal letter to an authority demanding them to address a particular concern, that's a petition. So Yomi petition Adura, right?
Yomi wrote a petition to the Nigeria police
Against Adura.
not against Adura. He wrote a petition of concern to the Nigeria police.
What does the petition entail? What does the petition entail? To investigate.
He reported Adura. He reported That is what petition entails. To investigate and evaluate some certain alternatives.
To address.
Let me come in, please, so I can throw some light into this, please.
You're not a legal person. I don't even know what you want to come and add to this. I'm having an engagement with aristocrats.
Everybody, and
Aristocrats, you are the only person that has legal consent. Whatever you're coming here to say.
Yomi initially submitted the first petition, which everybody thought it was not a petition, but yes, it was actually accepted. But Yomi, just like aristocrats said, did not feel very happy with what they were doing with his petition or concern. And you all know African TV wrote an adjunct petition to boost the petition that Yomi wrote. So Yomi felt, and very much so, within his right, that his petition was not treated with urgency. And he felt maybe because he wrote it, so he made a complaint, just like aristocrats explained, and he actually also now wrote another petition after he got his legal practitioner. He wrote the first one himself, expressing his concerns, say something, kind of complaint. So, but the second petition, after he complained, just like aristocrats explained, he now forwarded it to Zone 2, an official, well-constructed petition to Zone 2. And he has the right to do that, regardless of what the AIG released that Iyagba was trying to make us understand earlier, because I've been here listening. So if a junior court rule against you, you have the right to take it to an appellate court. That also applies to policing system. So there is, if Yomi feels that the court he submitted his original petition was not attended to satisfactorily, he's a citizen of Nigeria and he has the right to complain to the supervisor, and he has the right to be heard at a different court or at a different police station. And that is exactly what just played out. It is not a rocket
Can
science.
I ask a quick question? This issue, how is the issue of the Bankole and Smith? Did they sit today?
Yes, they did. And the judge said that it was Shotobi's court and she decides who stays or who goes. So we are going to the appeal court. Same
Wait,
photo.
who, you, we or Bankole and Smith? Are you part of that?
Ada Universe is the one that they came to us and said, what do we want? We want to go to the Ada Universe is the one that they are standing for, right?
Yes.
So we had a meeting and we have decided we are going to the appeal court.
Okay. Ada Universe is going to the appeal.
Ada Universe Wazobia is we.
Is going to the.
Yeah,
Are you part of the Ada Foundation?
I'm not a foundation member, but I am part of ADA. I have to explain this. I'm not foundation, but I'm a member of God. I'm not a foundation member.
It's still difficult for me to understand. I mean, just say Ada Foundation, so it's the one in the case. You may just be an advocate, like an advisor, but Ada Foundation has decided to proceed to the Court of Appeal. I think that is better explained. You can be an advocate, like an advisor to Ada Foundation on behalf of the case. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, this is a very, very interesting matter. And of course, the Court of Appeal is the final arbiter of that process. And let's see how that pans out and move forward from there. So you can now see that when the judgment was given by federal.
My phone died. The other phone died. I wish I could go and charge it. So we are going to the appeal courts, and then the process have been initiated to the appeal courts.
How many days do they have to appeal? 7, 14?
I think 7 days, but by Monday is going to go into the appeal court. Because technically, the inquest, the inquest was supposed to be.
I don't know what happened to your phone. It's always causing this noise. I'm going to mute your drop here. Fix that, please. It's causing disturbance to the ears.
Technically, the inquest is officially reopened today. I don't mean they're going to sit today. There's still going to be a process to that to get to
as new date. But they can't. I think the case should give there should be a space for the other party to be able to digest the result, whether they are satisfied by the decision of the judge or not. They can't just proceed with the case.
No, this is the thing. This is the ruling. The case was, like I said, ruled in favor of Shotobi, and there is another that they can go ahead and reopen the inquest without Smith and Bankole. But when an appeal goes in, then the inquest remains closed. But officially, inquest can be reopened. It's not going to by next Friday.
There's no date yet. No date.
No. It's still going to, it's a ruling. It's still going to go through some processing and signing before they can give a date. But before then, the appeal will go in, and I think it's going to remain closed for now. But that's about that. That's what happened today. I've been up all night because of that, and I just woke up, and that is exactly the same thing that happens with your Miss petition. If you take your case to this, you don't go to another jurisdiction, but you go higher up. you escalate. And what Yomi did was just escalated his petition. And if you are not, for example, let's say Adawazobia goes to the appeal court and she's not satisfied and the ruling is not favorable, we go to the Supreme Court. I've said it here many times that we take this case up to Supreme Court. You will not go from one higher court.
I'm sorry to say, you are just...
Let me finish. I'm still talking. You don't have to be sorry. You don't go from one higher court at Ikeja. If you are not satisfied, then you go to another higher court at Victoria Island. No. But if you are not satisfied at this higher court, you take it to a higher court.
Let's discuss a little bit. Family discussion. We want to justice here first.
So
Yes,
we take it to a higher court. Thank you very much for that. These people can be so stressful, and so that is what is going to happen. Smith and Bankole, since we have, because you guys know that all of these things, when we contracted, when I say we, I mean Ada Universe. I am not.
Please. I think you should just use the right word. You are an
Let me just use Ada Universe. Let me just use Ada Universe.
That makes sense, please.
So when Ada Universe contracted Smith and Bankole, I'm saying we again, they contracted Smith and Bankole for the inquest. So this case going to the High Court was not even part of the deal. So Ada Universe has to pay extra fees, money for this High Court. So going to this appeal court is also going to be an extra cost. So the Smith and Bankole, they definitely want to go to an appeal court, but they still had to run it by their clients, because really it was Ada Universe that contracted them, and they are going to have to be paid for filings and stuff like that. So they contacted and they made everybody come together to decide this is what they think we should do, or Ada Universe should do, but it's up to Ada Universe to take it or leave it. So after we had our little meeting and everybody just voted that appeal court, here we come. So, and that's exactly the same thing that played out with Yomi's petition, and it's no big deal. So that's what happened.
Okay, that's a very good information out there.
I'm not lying. I was a little bit disappointed with the ruling, but it is the law, and you test the law.
It's part of the testing the law. This case, it will terminate at the Court of Appeal. It won't go beyond the Court of Appeal. It's not part of the jurisdiction of Supreme Court. So the Court of Appeal will be the final arbiter of this judgment. So let's hope
I don't know. And we just hope it.
It goes whatever. Yeah, it goes.
We just hope that we pray. We hope and pray that I was almost about to take a bet with this one, but it is the law, and that's how the law works, and that's why we have appeal courts and stuff like that. So
I'm particularly interested because it's going to be another twist, addition or suppression from Nigerian legal system to understand that if you are not a party or whatever it is, that we can be part of the inquest.
Well, in this case, they cannot be seen as meddlesome interlopers, but I don't know why the rude.
Let's do something. Let's do this right. Let's do this. This is just an extent of testing the Nigerian law to see whether truly the laws you see in the papers there will actually truly work for everyone. Another reason, Chairman, there's this. I don't know, guys. Are you hearing that sound?
AC, it's my AC. It's AC.
And it's kind of crazy. So another one of it is this, because these are brave steps we're taking. It's good to go to consider the appeal, but at the same time, relinquishing and not going to appeal would have also be another good option, provided that the team for justice, because why all this being done by Ada Foundation and the advocates, I think, is to ensure that there is a proper steps, that the conduct of the coroner inquest is done without bias, without any delay, and to see that the judge is not just favoring Wunmi and Wara and Co. It's for justice for Mohbad. That is a major purpose why more concerned parties are coming into this case. Now, if the existing party with Mohbad, if they already have an autopsy result that is convincing and they are sure that yes, with that particular result, that's what I'm saying, that right, Mohbad is still part of the biggest problem here. Maybe they are happy, maybe they think they are fighting against Bankole and Smith. I don't understand. That's just personal, belief. Now, the major thing here should be that we on our own, what we have, is it good enough to give Mohbad justice through this inquest? Because through inquest, whatever that is achieved through inquest will then be forwarded to the police authority for more investigation, or to the DPP to decide on it. So when we already have inconclusive with the medical examination, the one that is coming with, is it still inconclusive? Because if there's an idea that what Mohbad have is not inconclusive, it's a fact, they have a result of what killed Mohbad. If they have that result, I don't think anybody should bother that. If we know for fact that Mohbad father autopsy show that Mohbad death has a cause, if there is a cause of what killed Mohbad, I swear, I mean, that is what we want. That is the evidence that we want.
Paparino, see, this thing is so dicey, and it's like, I don't know if I can even call it a
unless they are working against justice. That's the thing.
That is what I was about to say, because I don't know if I can.
Yeah, so as I was saying, Mohbad autopsy was supposed to be out all this while. Believe me, if Mohbad autopsy
But then Paparino, I don't know, but when I consulted on the results of the autopsy, I was told, right or wrong, that it's still going to be read at the inquest. I got an hint, though. I'm not counting on it. Somebody say, oh, it's going to be favorable. I doubt it. If it's going to be favorable. Number one. And number two, see, another thing, there's another twist to this problem now, is that I'm entitled to my own opinion. I absolutely do not have faith in Shitu. I even trust Odumusu more than Shitu, to be honest with you, and because of some informations I am privy to. Shitu has established what he wants to establish. We all heard it. 3 things has been established, and he wants to walk off from those 3 things, and that would be a miscarriage of justice. To me, to be a, should I say, travesty to me, And one thing is for you to even have your solid evidence. Another thing is for you to have a good lawyer to help you carry your evidence through. For example, Kabiru Akingbolu is the name of Wunmi's lawyer. In all his press release, he lied. He has been lying from moment to moment. I mean, on his paperwork, I think it's going to be a slam dunk if we actually have a good lawyer out there. But I personally, like I said, I don't trust Shitu. That was why this Bankole and Smith thing kind of hit hard. I'm so disappointed. It is what it is. It's the law. But I was very, very disappointed. I've actually been sleeping all day and I just woke up. And because Shitu is not ready to work off something else. Even if Smith and Bankole were in the inquest, when they brought that inconclusive report, there were some facts that could have been argued. Because remember, Shitu did not bring a pathologist to question that pathologist. Ada Universe was going to bring a pathologist to question the pathologist. Because that autopsy report had some parts that can actually be debated. Okay? But a lawyer questioning a pathologist is you cannot cross carpets. That is why we have professionals. Even within medicine, when it comes to kidney issues, a cardiologist will mention one or two things, but if your kidney is failing, they will send you to a kidney doctor. Okay, you will go to a kidney doctor and different parts of the body, just like that. You can have your general medicine and stuff like that. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty of explaining a pathological report, a pathologist should have been the one to question the pathologist. For example, I hold on to the fact that the report said Mohbad's neck was not broken. If Mohbad's neck was not broken, another pathologist would have been able to tell that pathologist that gave such a report that it means rigor mortis was already completed. And if rigor mortis from start to finish is 24 hours, and if they claim Mohbad died at 3:45 and he was buried at about noon, his neck, being in that small casket, should have been broken because he will be in a stiff position. That in itself, only a professional. Shitu will not know that. Shitu will not ask those kind of technical questions.
Three things has been established.
Don't let's joke about this, please, because this is.
No, it's okay. No, I don't know. We have to joke about it because you can't be that what serious.
Yeah.
You cannot be in that mood.
And by the way, my own setup is coming. I think I will be getting it.
No, wait, it's okay. That's not the way I'm going. This is where I'm going in the conversation. There are two ways to this. One, for me, appealing is a good option, but also not appealing would be another good option. We have a 10 seconds video which is currently being investigated. We don't know the outcome of it. And appealing to this particular case, at least is going to take another 2 or 3 months.
Correct.
Yeah, out of this case. So if the appealing is not done or is stalled or is paused, I think we will now say let's count on the information that exists with Mohbad father's team. That is where the counting is going to be.
No, let me say, that is why I'm saying that if you see, evidence and a good lawyer works together. Evidence and a good lawyer, even in a situation where you don't even have good evidence, you can even win a case with technicalities. But in this situation, even if we have good evidence, who is the lawyer to push the case forward? That's what I'm trying to say.
No. Look at this. Let's look at this scenario. At the end of the day, whatever evidence that is supplied by Mohbad father's team, this evidence will go through the police and through the DPP. and it's the prosecutors of the public that will represent this case in court, not Wahab Shitu, right? There's no fiat in this case.
That is correct, but
Yes.
you want to understand that in a situation, in a case like this, that they say, oh, there are all these side talks. You want to be able, you want it to actually be glaring in the face of the DPP that he will have no choice. He will have no choice. You don't want to put the DPP in a situation where he will be guessing, okay, I'm confused. You want to spell it out as A, B, C. So it will be glaring, it will be in the public, there will be no any other way around this and no any other choice than for him to give justice. But as is, let's say as is now, if he does anything, it's within his rights. But if we have the evidence and we have been able, we as in the public, as seeking justice, and it's been argued in court that we're based on this, these are the evidence. I mean, if it doesn't fit and you have it, you wear the gloves, it does not fit. There's nobody that we now prosecute. You must acquit and discharge. But in this case, if you don't have the gloves, you are just saying, maybe the gloves will not fit, but when you have the glove in your face, if it does not fit, you must acquit and discharge. But if you are having the person to second guess or to imagine, then that's where Wuru will come in. That is why I want this case to be in the face of everybody, to the extent that everybody will know this is the fact. But yes, the DPP is not it's a human being. He has to see. That's what
and it's whatever that comes out from the inquest.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying that it's
decided
solid. We need
so if we don't get something good out of the inquest, then
not that it's not good, but it just has to be glaring, and that is why they use the word beyond reasonable doubt. Because the DPP, let's see, when they go in a good mood or in a bad mood.
I know, right? You know, right? Let's look at this thing this way. When they say that, let's even say Mohbad was pushed, that the autopsy is that's sometimes this case, right? We just want when you compare this case to past cases. We need technicians, we need lawyers with true life experience, lawyers who have different approaches, different technicalities, who really want to go deep. So there are lawyers that are needed in this case, not just lawyers who just want to establish things without no real evidence. You want to establish things,
I mean,
wait. Let's say today an autopsy shows that Mohbad was stabbed in the neck. Okay? Who stabbed him in the neck? Whose fingerprint was found in his body? All of those things must be established alongside. The death of Funshaw Williams, 6 persons were arrested with his dead body. They were arrested. Examination was done. Autopsy shows that Funshaw Williams was strangled to death. These guys were suspect of murder. The police charged them to court. After lengthy back and forth, these guys were all set free because there was no direct. Yes, the judge said the prosecutor evidence, that's the autopsy evidence, shows that Funshaw Williams was strangled to death. But there is no direct evidence linking any of these people to the strangulation. That's another thing. So let's even say an autopsy result shows that this is what. It is one thing to show what killed somebody, and another thing to show that it is this particular person who carried the action. So it's
you are very correct. You are, to an extent, you are very correct. But you see, this is why when they say circumstantial evidence, and when you lie, when you lie, it is assumed in legal practice that you are lying to cover up. You are lying to cover up. So let's assume what this autopsy they brought actually endorsed the fact that Mohbad was stabbed. Let's just for education purposes, let's assume this autopsy endorsed that Mohbad was stabbed, but then they come up and told us that it was the nurse that gave him medication. That means they told a lie. They tried to cover up. Then there are other charges and there are other, okay, all right, here's got the autopsy. Mohbad was stabbed in the neck.
Stop by.
I'm just talking. I'm just saying something. I'm about to arrive there. The people in the house, we have to be the people that will be asked. Here, Wumi, Mohbad was stabbed, but you told us that it was the medication, but the autopsy said Mohbad was stabbed at the carotid, at the jugular. Start talking. She will be scrutinized. Start talking. Then we go to Adura. Autopsy don't lie. I wasn't there. This is what autopsy says. And your other persons are talking in the other examination room. So start talking. Because this is it. Look, they will show them the thing, show them the stab wound, and they will tell them, oh yeah, they will scrutinize them and say, start talking. Before they get to the Shebi, they said 26 people, I mean 15 people in the house. By the time they get to the 7th person, the person that stabbed and the truth will come out. Exactly. The person that stabbed it and the truth will come out. That is how you do thorough investigation. Thorough investigations. So even though the word thorough investigation shouldn't be in existence, because every investigation should always be thorough. But
This is speaking. Hello?
yes.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, that in the strangulation, I don't know the case of social reasons. I don't know the case, and the autopsy did the job, but they should have
The prosecutor.
They should have put them, all these people that were involved, in separate rooms and scrutinized them. That
The investigation, that took years. They did that for years.
I know one thing for a fact is Nigerian jurisdiction and jury system needs to be improved. I think it needs to come up standard, and nepotism should not be allowed to continue in the system. But I'm not going to even look at that direction now. But we just need.
Okay. Well, now, we will say this, okay? Where we are now, I think we are at the point where we paid for an autopsy and toxicology to be done in this case. I think this is time for us to ask for what we paid for. And I will say this, that Mohbad's father, if he truly wants justice, I hope his autopsy was done without bias. Because this is the reason why people want to go extent. People are going this extent, this much extent, because they are not trusting whatever Odumosu might have done with the pathology, because Odumosu brought the pathology allegedly. Odumosu was responsible for both DNA, both the autopsy and toxicology. So if you are discontinuing the services of Odumosu, are you still trusting that autopsy? Are you sure that if this external parties, these foundations who really want to come and see that Mohbad get justice, if these guys pull back Are you sure you are able to do this? Because they themselves are fighting against excellent parties who are trying to make sure that Mohbad gets justice. I'm sure Mohbad's father will be very happy today. Very, very happy. Because that is one of his victory. That, oh, he's the head of the case. Because he said something in the Q's radio. He said that even if Yomi wants anything, that Yomi must come to him, not him go to Yomi. If Yomi wants justice, that Yomi should know so. That Yomi wants justice, he is the father of the dead. That Yomi must come to him. He must be the head and not the tail. And I'm wondering, I look at that statement and I was imagining, I said, is this not the same man who made Muyiwa the head, the controller general, and he was the tail? But suddenly, he's now the head, or he wants to be the head. I don't understand what's going on. There is a kind of conspiracy in that underground. But I know one thing for sure, that there will be exposure, there will be exposition, people will be exposed. So if that is the case, I will say, if it's me, okay, the reason why I will be appealing this case is not even because of just Mohbad. Is to see how to get better the Nigerian law, because there's a law that says Section 36 that the magistrate, the coroner shall grant concerned persons approval to be part of the coroner inquest. There's a law that allows that. There is no law in the coroner inquest that says you must be the father or family of the deceased for you to be a party of the coroner inquest. There are so many parties there. There are so many third parties, so many foundations in the coroner inquest. Why be specific about some people? Is it because of their activity? Because you can't stand the activity, because if those persons come in, you know for sure that there will be justice. You know for sure that everything will be restarted and will be done appropriately. They know for sure. They are very happy with the Mohbad father thing is, with everything is so slow, with the garbages that they are seeing. They are very happy with that. And when you look at cases like this, mostly they choose who to work with. Bringing Odumosu into this case, bringing Wahab into this case was never a mistake. It was well planned. If it's for me, and these are part of the reason why I said it, that aside from anybody who just want to really make a lot of money out of this case, all right, if truly people really wanted justice, just wanted to make sure that we get justice in this case, there are some factors that you will consider before you even sacrifice yourself, put yourself out there, because it doesn't worth it. How can you have the family of the deceased, the government, these both parties fighting against a third party? What the government is not doing the right thing. Even the family of the deceased, the family of the dead, is also fighting against you, concerned party, who is trying to see that who is trying to care. Fine. If let's say Paparino just wanted to make money or whatever, I mean, I can take that risk. I can come out, oh, let's go anywhere, let's do all this because I know money is coming in from there. But if as a good businessman, if I really don't want to invest, if I don't trust such business, okay, I will have to look at my losses, how it will affect my name, affect my life, affect my family, affect me and socially. Because there are so many dragging, there are so many things that comes around this case, which doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it practically. So because it doesn't worth it, that's why I think any individual will have to take a proper rethink before they invest into things like this, unless you don't want them. I mean, maybe you're a God sent, or you have really made up your mind because of your life experience and everything you've gone through that I have checked everything. I am ready to really put everything in this case, even if it means going against the family of the deceased, going against the government. I don't care. I'm going in for this. And that is a super love. Does anybody have got such no problem? But I will say that it doesn't really worth it. If Mohbad father doesn't want justice, if he knows that getting justice will affect him and will affect his family, they will do everything to fight back. Because the only person that should be happy right now should be the anti-justice. Mohbad father is not happy about Ada Foundation. He's not happy about Yomi Fabi. So tell me, what is the worth? What is the worth of a case like this for anybody who really have a name or have something to protect? Do you see, even Yaba is not very far, okay? Is it to go to Boshi? Is it Ogba? Is it Kenya? Is it Ikorodu here? It's not very far, okay? I can do those things, but I'm not stupid. I choose to help in this minimal way that I can. If I must extend my help beyond this capacity, it must worth it. It's not even about the money. It must worth it. If I'm arrested today, the first person to celebrate will be Mohbad father and his gangs. So, what is my game? So I have to apply wisdom first. Because they don't want it. They want money. Okay, they want money, and at the expense of money, they will do anything to crush any individual. Imagine people who has never seen money in their life. Mohbad father said he has never touched 500,000. The Mohbad has never given him 500,000. So imagine a man who has never counted 500,000. Imagine him right now receiving 1 million, 2 million, even 10 million, or whatever. Imagine such man. And then the man finds out that there are some people they call themselves public. They want to come in the death of my son. It is my right. It is my right to make money. I am the one that sent this boy to school. Now they don't want me to make money. For him, he see it as inheritance. Like he has inherited rights to benefit from the money that is coming from Mohbad. He doesn't understand that Mohbad is a subject of the state. The state of Nigeria. It's just that people are not taught about their rights in their country. Nigerian states ensures the life for Mohbad, life and safety. The security of Mohbad's life is in the hand of the government. Mohbad cannot be killed without an accountability. No citizen of this country can be killed illegally without an accountability. We pay tax to the government for this. And we as a fellow Nigerians or fellow citizens, we realize, we perceive that something has been wrong somewhere, especially in this case. We came out, we said, no, government, we must get to the root of this. Someone's right has been violated. This may happen to me, it may happen to anyone tomorrow. So we want to make sure that we get to the root of this. And that is why I think every concerned or reasonable person should want to go about this case. When you come in, the first enemy you get is the family of the deceased, either the mother or the gang of the father. The father of Mohbad now have gang. Mohbad father was in the live radio show, which I'm going to play. I'm searching for it. I'm going to play it right now. After I take 1 or 2 or 3 conversations, I'm going to play it. Hey, let you what's up about Baba? Kilo Chele.
Yeah, I just I just want to chip in immediately. I'm very busy at the moment, so to be honest, where I even thought by now everywhere is supposed to be jolly, but the way things are going, you guys need to flash back. You guys draft and see where the mistake has occurred. The mistake started from the beginning, from Adura, when they said Adura is 15 years. So this is where...
You remember those days when we were both analyzing Adura 14 years, 15 years?
15 years. So if they can say all those kind of things, what do you think is going to happen now? So I will just leave it like that. But honest, we are still coming back to let people know what has actually happened. But for Mohbad to get justice, he's going to get it. Write it down. 100%. So I will leave it like that. Paparino, well done. Continue.
So the first enemy you encounter, the moment you start making any progress, is Mohbad. It's like there are some people who were set. There's some people who were set to capture the family because of the involvement of some certain individuals in Mohbad's death. And the father is not saying this. You know, his eyes are not opened to see all of these things. And those of us who are saying these things and are crying and shouting, we are crying and shouting, and when Mohbad father will come back at the end of the day, I swear we tell you that the police destroyed this place. What do I do? I'm just a carpenter. They have no shame in them. That's why I told you guys that people like this, they are the last person you want to put your trust on. It's made it clear to you from the beginning that he's just a carpenter. What accountability do you expect from somebody who cannot count, who is just a carpenter, who can only spend, who can't count? He's not an accountant. You see, they have issues with accountability. My father was in the public radio, in that QH radio, or internet radio, or YouTube radio. My father was in the YouTube radio where they asked him, how about accountability? Baba said, Muyiwa just found a new job. So sometimes you only have one day in the month, Tuesday. Just looks like all those old days, those mechanics that when you get on your TV.
Like she don't drop.
Just wait. So his response was just like those olden days mechanic. You give them your radio, you pay them, and when it's time to go get it, they start giving you different complaints. There's one magnet that is missing in it. This is what they're doing. The moment they heard about their scrutiny, there was a lady here who said that they will make sure that they get to Access Bank to see that, yes, how much was the total money that was recorded on this account. Because how can public come together and make an account for a particular cause? There's two accounts, let's make that clear. One account was meant for Mohbad father, which is Wema Bank. Money that was put there was for his spending. If you love him, give him. That one you don't hold him accountable, you just give him that one. While the other one was to make sure that we take this case to whatever extent. Nobody should be spending any money from that Access Bank. But what did these guys do? They started transferring all of that money from Access Bank to Wema Bank. And they make everything look like, oh, you paid the money to Baba Mohbad because you love him. Nobody paid money to Baba Mohbad because they love him. There was a discussion that money should be raised in a public account. I brought that idea. That was how it was started. And we started on that journey, but today, what is it? How is it? Squandered. Squandered. You see, just wait, they are not stupid. Just give a little time. 1 year, 2 years after Just For Mohbad, you start seeing what they'll be doing with Just For Mohbad money. They know if they start investing their money right now, people will suspect them. Mm-hmm. You know what they are doing? So these guys they are real criminals. Criminals. Simple investigation, they cannot do it. Investigation was done on Mohbad. Mohbad father can not even assure the public that he has seen what the examination result was. He said, doctor said they cannot show him. So how do you know whether you should rely on it? I don't understand. Now that you don't trust Odumosu, what Odumosu has done before, you should be reviewing it. So you just package it down. When we go to inquest, we just reveal it down. Where do we go from here? So, on the case of the appeal, I will say, having considering all of this, the worth of it all, does it worth it? Does it worth it to appeal this case? I mean, I'm trying to look into the Ada Foundation case versus the Shotobi the Corona. Does it worth going to the court of appeal? For me, it's 50-50. 50-50. If they advance the case further, it's because of the love of the country. Because maybe someone else should not suffer the same cost in the future. The same reason that Bankole Asmin was not allowed to be in this case. Once it's already there and not appealed in the future, whenever anybody decides to go to the inquest, they will tell that person that you cannot just join anyhow. Even when there is a law that says, Section 36 of the Corona law says you can join. Then why is that law not removed? So for me, I will call it an exceeding love for Nigeria, not even for Mohbad. Okay, taking this case to the Court of Appeal right now, it is not for Mohbad anymore. It's just to see that the rule of law is established, that the rule of law is applied the right way. That is why the appeal is necessary. To see that the rule of law is tested and explained, upheld, and whatsoever word you want to use. That is my stand. And the other 50%, it doesn't want to appeal because, one, the expenses, you will be the one to spend all the money. There will be a delay for another more than 2 or 3 months in this case. Especially if we already have an evidence from the autopsy. Let's say Mohbad already have an evidence of what killed Mohbad, for sure. That they have an evidence of what killed Mohbad. There's no need for the inquest to be delayed. It's justice that we want. But if they don't have it, and all they want to do is to go and complain, and they don't even want to fight, just take a look at how they treated this 3 seconds video. How you know that whatever Mohbad father have in his autopsy? You know, I told you something. I said, guys, listen. That I saw a scam coming, and I hope it doesn't be like that. I said something prepared that cannot be proven. That is just like you working towards a particular result. Just like you have overheard so many things in the social media. Mohbad was stabbed in the belly. Mohbad was stabbed in the head. Okay? And you just try to work a result around Mohbad was stabbed in the neck. And then now, an examination will be required. And when that is done, then that argument will no longer exist anymore. But pending that time, the legal team will come and request for money. That yes, they want to fight the case. They want to fight the case. I see a criminal plant. As they are planning, I'm here planning. Whatever they want to do, I will be here to answer them. Let them be rest assured of that. Especially when it comes to the public. We stood for this case. There are so many videos of me calling out for Mohbad exonation. Even when there are so many videos of Mohbad, God give it, God take it. All these different individuals you see ganging around him today, they doesn't exist. They didn't exist.
as long as whatever my father has got in the autopsy result is good, Baba must have seen it. I want to believe that Baba has seen autopsy result because I will hold him responsible. Because right now, Baba could have been doing another autopsy. Because you say you don't trust Odumosu. If you don't trust Odumosu, there should be another autopsy ongoing, right? Because Odumosu was the one responsible for that one. If you don't trust him, you shouldn't trust whatever that comes from Odumosu. But if you claim that you don't know what is there, and you are waiting for the day of inquest, no problem. No problem. But let us not get to inquest and you come give excuse. Everyone, the whole world is interested to know what killed Mohbad. Nobody is smiling with Wunmi. Her actions require serious and rigorous investigations. Something must be responsible. There has to be something to show for why Wunmi is acting the way she's acting. Her behavior shows it all. We know how criminals act like. Very insecure people. Very simple. So, Joseph Aloba, Oluwabamiwo, you wanted inquest to resume. And this is again I was saying at that foundation, they should not appeal for the case. They should not. There will be openings for Wunmi, because I think the only happiest person here should not be Baba Mohbad, should be Wunmi and their gangs. There are those who really want to join hands together to fight to see, to the root of this matter. Part of them are no longer going to continue in the same way, but in different way they are going to fight. So, Wunmi, don't smile yet. Don't smile yet. We are no longer in the tunnel. We are out of the tunnel. There's light everywhere now. Don't smile.
Paparino, let me bring this logic in again, or maybe assumption. I think, on the other hand, I will say that the case delaying of this corona has actually opened to what Yomi is doing right now. And I can say open another form of investigation, because if that had not been delayed, maybe we all have been focusing on the corona inquest.
Sure.
Yes, because sometimes the bad might turn to be the good thing, actually. If you have to exercise the law to see the extent at which we have the fundamental human right to stand in for a case or a public concern in the law, this case is opening our eyes or creating a form of precedent in the country law, which is a good one, because a lot of things that is happening to justice for Mohbad is actually a new thing to many of us, in short, to the country. We don't even know how to exercise our right, but this is opening our mind towards court cases, especially when it comes to capital offense like this. So I think it might be a good one for every one of us to learn also. If they can apply, they can appeal, fine. We will see the end of the whole thing. And I just hope that they get the proper judgment. Because if you say you're already killing the fundamental human rights of the people, if you think, I'm thinking of that case that the High Court that didn't favor them, I think is not, for me, allegedly, or let me say, it's my opinion, it's not the best judgment I wanted to see, rather. Because if you are denying them not to
able to represent or being represented in the colonial economy, in the court of law, you are denying us our fundamental human rights of existence. And okay, we are public concern. We want to actually be there. What actually happened? If that, because what is the point of you denying them?
There's no way to describe it.
I mean,
Very pathetic, shameful.
Let's just have it straight. Yeah, so let's say if you want to appeal, no problem. I mean, that's why I said that for me it's 50-50. They can appeal.
Let me come in, please. Good morning, good afternoon to every one of us. Look, what's me? You know, we've been on this journey together with you for a very long time. Paparino is laughing. You know that.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was baby.
Oh no, it's Bibi. Yeah, my other Bibi account is in TikTok jail. I don't know for how long. I can access it, I can watch video, but I cannot join live.
Just go, don't kill the vibe. Just go, don't kill the vibe.
So, Rotimi, look, let me tell you, from the exception of this case has suffered miscarriage of justice from the beginning, not now. Look, before Wunmi carried out the act, when Mohbad was alive, he saw the sign, he saw the signal, he knows he was going to die. I've said it on this Paparino platform several times. Mohbad is a special child, Akonda, in Yoruba parlance. Mohbad is Akonda. Now, his life was taken mysteriously. What do we see? We see different professional misconducts. We saw different professional negligence. What do we see? We saw different lackadaisical attitude. All the police does is gymnastic. The inquest was in Shasha. I said it on this platform. I said, look, if the inquest is sitting once in a month, when are they going to conclude their funding and submit their report to whoever set it up? And now it will be recommended to proceed to the court of law. It will be merry-go-round. And that is why I will continue to bastardize the institution of Nigeria, which Paparino always disagree with me. And I can set example upon example. Look, the High Court judge knows, and I have used that terminology here before. In law, there is what is called amicus curiae. Paparino, do you remember? Look, the High Court judge knows that there was a miscarriage of justice. That is deficiency in the court of law for what they did to Ada Foundation. And believe me, if they appeal it on the good ground, it will favor them. So, Paparino, with the greatest of respect, it's your opinion, you are entitled to it. But they should appeal.
Yeah, and again, right? Truly,
For me, yeah, they should appeal. That's what I said, 50-50. Yeah, you can appeal.
Thank you very much.
You can appeal, please, on the strat. You can appeal. You may not appeal. If you consider, these are people spending money from their pockets. Okay? And there's so many attacks coming to them. That's just 50-50.
Well,
who is this person now? Oh my goodness, block this person, please. I mean, so these people spending this money at that foundation, spending money from my pocket, so many bad, so many hate from the family. Oh my God, this person is just somebody just block this person. Okay, this person doesn't. I don't know what they want. Okay, it's only come up to contribute, not joke, please. Now, it's for me, it's 50-50. If I consider all the nitty-gritties, you know, the different things, the existence of the case, and the different things that are occurring in the case, do I really want to go far, to push forward? Does it worth it? Right? For the love of my country, it worth it. But look at in this, with the way this case is, there are some certain involvements. There are some certain showcase of power in this case. It's political, whether I would like to say that way or not.
Paparino, look, I understand what you are driving at. Look, let me tell you, the Holy Book said a man's own enemy will be a member of his own house. I know, really, I'm in school here. So now this person here. Paparino, a man's own enemy will be a member of his own house. Look, let me go through this tangent, then I'll come back to. Do you remember when is it something? I forget her name that brought Baba for you to interview Baba.
Oh, Joe Reality.
God. And in less than 1-2 minutes,
Are they fighting too?
Baba dropped and said he is just coming from Ajodu.
I miss Coast Korea.
Paparino, you are taking shots on the night show. Be careful.
You can't say it now. Come on, you can't say it. I can just do anything with my mouth. You can't say anything. Go on.
So,
It's water.
look,
It's water.
when we were attacking Omowummi, whereby Mama Mubad, we were attacking her, sorry, that she's a traitor, she's a betrayer, she's this, she's that, for the love of money, she's no longer fighting justice. We did not even know Baba would be worse.
You were defending Baba.
I was defending Baba.
Are you still defending him? Are you still defending him?
We were. No. I said it yesterday on African television live stream.
It was live yesterday.
Yeah, it was live yesterday morning.
Wow, very fun.
Yeah, it was live. I was there. I think he started the live around 6.
Okay.
Nigerian time. Look, by then, I was in the forefront defending Baba. Not knowing Baba will be even worse than Mama Mubad. Look, when we started calling Baba to drop Muiwa, the Muiwa is sabotaging the whole entire justice for Mubad system. We were attacking. We were calling for the resignation of Muiwa. We were talking. Muiwa went up to set up some hooligans. He went to set them up that they will be speaking on this, they will be speaking on that. Where are they today? When people like Susan for Justice, people like Iron Lady Harris were fronts, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, attack. Now all these women suffered. Baba did not listen to us. The excuse Baba gave was Muiwa is his blood and he's the only person he could trust at that particular moment, who died, who resurrected. Muiwa went to NMS and he addressed the public after that. And I think I went on Young Daddy's show or Young Daddy whatever stream to say, oh, Muiwa have changed my thought of thinking. The whole entire justice of over took me on. Hey, BB is supporting, BB has turned back. He's not supporting me, this and this, that and that. But you remember all this. Now, back to today. Baba, I don't know whoever is hearing.
It was even Odumos who were dragging Azemuiwa. You remember?
I remember everything. Baba,
about him saying there was no mark in Mobile. I'm going on. I'm gonna bring. I was trying to get one video of Bamba. It doesn't happen.
Just
He was so proud. He was so proud.
$8,000 any lawyer won't come.
$8,000 walk towards Latigba. Actually, we will free. Grave for you, let him have grave. Your grave, let him have. And you will in the radar. So ṣé Odùmọ̀ṣù làwọn kò fún ọdún fún àbí ẹbẹ gbà pátápátá.
Fọ́gàn tí wọ́n sọ pé kọ́ńṣpé sọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ QH radio ni ó sọ pé kí wọ́n lọ gba owó tó wà nínú GoFundMe kọ́ lọ fi san $9 million náà. Olórí burúkú tó fi 15,000 sí access account tó wá fẹ́ fi $9 million tó wá fẹ́ kó $9 million lẹ̀ pé kó lọ kó fún lọ́ọ̀yà olórí burúkú kan.
We shall see.
15,000 pẹ̀lú $9 million. Idiot. Ọmọ àpàìwò public. We the public. Àwọn wèrè.
We are waiting for Odùmọ̀ṣù. We are waiting for Odùmọ̀ṣù. When the corona starts, we shall see. We are sitting on the hill. We are sitting on the hill.
Pleasantly surprised. Kí mi wà láti wọ́n jókè. Ìwọ́n ní iṣẹ́ Odùmọ̀ṣù ní títún wá ṣe àkókò ọba yín dúkòkò báwọn ẹ̀kú sáànù wà nínú kọ́ọ̀tù pẹ̀lú òkú ṣe báńsà lọ kọ́ọ̀tù. Ọkọ̀ Odùmọ̀ṣù ṣe báńsà lọ kọ́ọ̀tù. Gbogbo tàbí inú kọ́ọ̀tù ń ti establish pé wọ́n dà. Ó ti establish pé wọ́n sì gún lábẹ́rẹ́. Ó ti establish bóyá abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn wà correct or not correct. Wọ́n ti ṣe kíní kan, wọ́n ti ṣe kíní kan. And after àgbọn kankan because ẹ ṣáà ń try láti tẹ̀lé guide ara yín pé prime boy ṣáà lè fẹ́ forí ẹ̀ gbà pé fẹ́ forí ẹ̀ fà.
Ilé ti yà wèrè ń tiẹ̀.
Ẹ stop àwọn ilé ìjàre.
Àwọn ilé ìjàre.
Prime boy tó kọlu bàbá Mohbad.
Bó ṣe ṣe gbà yẹn nìyẹn. Ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bó ṣe ṣe nìyẹn.
Kó yẹ kó dìbò lẹ́gùn. Ta ló dé pé bàbá Mohbad náà gẹ́gẹ́ náà yẹn gan ni. Káwé dìbò lẹ́gùn kó dìbò lẹ́gùn náà.
Ìgbà tó tó stage kan
fún bàbá Mohbad ní blala prime boy lọ́wọ́.
Ìgbà tó tó stage kan wọ́n ṣe ń sọ nìyẹn nígbà yẹn pé àwọn legal team wọn ò ṣiṣẹ́ kíní kan bàbá Mohbad àti ìyá Mohbad wọ́n plan àti yí ọ̀rọ̀ lórí prime boy níbi tí ìyá Boko Haram ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa ń yẹ o pé àwọn wọn lè jẹ́ kó rán prime boy lọ sẹ́wọ̀n àwọn máa support prime boy meanwhile àmọ̀ pé.
wọn bí ṣe ní sùúrù ṣe ní time tí bàbá Mohbad 2025 ẹni tó bá tẹ́rì sí bàbá Mohbad máa fún wọn blala ẹni tó bá tẹ́rì sí.
meanwhile wọn mọ̀ pé prime boy PS ti mú ó ti súnmọ́ prime boy àti PS wọ́n ti jọ wà papọ̀ so PS náà ó ti gbé súnmọ́ Jokem òun ni Jokem ṣe lọ ń give narrative yẹn ní ọ̀dọ̀ láti sẹ́gbà yẹn pé prime boy làwọn fẹ́ jà fún nígbà yẹn o ìwòkan tí kinní gan olórí ẹbí gan tó ti accept pé prime boy gan náà máa lọ fún prime boy náà máa support o wọn lè gbà kán lọ gbẹrù sórí ọmọ ọlọmọ o kinní kan ìyá ẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ lọ put narrative yẹn ní ọ̀dọ̀ láti ó lọ put ẹbí ilé àwọn náà gbà pé òkè ó yá prime boy àwọn abiyamọ àdúgbò lọ pé kán lọ gbẹrù sórí ọmọ ọlọmọ o àti PS lọ owó PS ló ṣe.
Àrífà against Sanshitu àwa mọ gbogbo géèmù yẹn àwọn wèrè wọn lulẹ̀ nation.
Wọ́n ti lulẹ̀ gidi. Olórí Vengeance ṣe fẹ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ni.
Ṣé olórí Vengeance gòkè ni?
Vengeance kẹ.
Olórí wà bí o. Olórí wa ọ̀gẹ̀ níta.
Olórí wa kọrin ni wọ́n kọrin.
Olórí fẹ́ wá ọ̀gẹ̀ síta tẹ o.
Olórí ti kúrí wọlé nìyẹn.
Ó ti pẹ́rà ní comment section látàárọ̀ pé àwọn ohun kankan o.
Agbẹ́ni tó máa kí olórí Vengeance.
Mú mi ìlérí olúwa ṣe everything tí gbogbo wọn ṣe prime boy PS gbogbo ẹni bàbá mo bá dé mọ̀ ó kàn owó wọn ni.
Owó wọn ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ló mọ̀. Ọgbọ́n nìyẹn. Kò sí nǹkan tí ẹgbẹ́ bọ̀dé ṣe tí àbámu bá dé mọ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ bọ̀dé ṣe tó. Ó pẹ́ tá o. Ó kàn try láti máa ṣe bí àgbàlagbà ni. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe tí ò mọ̀. Ó pẹ́ tá o. Ẹni bí.
Láì wọ́n ṣe gé tí bàbá lọ yẹn bàbá ti di Àṣàkẹ́.
Ṣèbí bàbá Mohbad náà ní péjì gbogbo nǹkan tó ń gé yìí tó máa ń wo TikTok gbogbo ẹ̀ ń jáde náà.
Àbí ó ní péjì ló fi ń wọ everybody kiri. Ó ní ìgbó jẹ́ official kìíní gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń wò. Ó bẹ́tà o, no time ni o.
Níjẹta yìí tí bàbá ní everything lòun mọ̀ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ibi tó ń ṣe ó dùn àwọn ọ̀kà.
Ọmọ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni. Ẹ wo bọ̀bọ̀ yìí náà nígbà tí wọ́n lọ mú àdúrà sí wọ́n gbé lọ sí ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀gọ̀ àbẹ̀ tán mú Dàmọ́lá sí ọ̀gọ̀ọ̀gọ̀ wọ́n gbé lọ sí gbá wọ́n gbé lọ sáwòrán. Táwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí blame bàbá Mohbad pé kò lọ sí station yẹn péjọ Thursday ló ṣe wà lọ. Ṣé mo pé láti Monday Tuesday Wednesday ni bàbá ń lọ sí station tí Yomi máa ń sọ fún pé èèyàn báyìí ló wà ní kéèsì yẹn. Bàbá yẹn máa débẹ̀ àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní kéèsì yóò tí ì débẹ̀ yìí kò ì dé pàǹtì. Yomi dẹ̀ fún bàbá yìí ní fún ní wrong kínní. Bàbá dẹ̀ lọ ó dẹ̀ ti Ìkòròdú lọ sí pàǹtì ibẹ̀ yẹn ṣe ní kékeré o everyday.
Mr. Ọláṣẹ́ni rísì tí mi ṣe lè ever support bàbá pé kóun àti Mr. Yomi yẹn kọ́ jọ ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀ nìyẹn. Wọ́n ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ yẹn àbíṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ kí bàbá náà máa ṣe tiwọn. Kò sẹ́nìbọ̀dì tó máa sọ pé kí bàbá lọ take back seat ẹnìyẹn ló máa take back seat.
Yeah, we never even support it because Yomi was straightforward.
Ìjọ tó ti sọ nígbà tó ṣe rí 3 seconds video yìí tí àwọn African thief àìmọ̀ pé àwọn African thief àwọn náà kọ́kọ́ ṣe press conference tiwọn tó wá sí láìpẹ́ tó ní àwọn TV kinní kan àwọn kí ni wọ́n ti máa ń pe kinní wọ̀nyẹn NGO àwọn yẹn náà gan wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi fóònù ilé mi kiri wọ́n ṣe ń pè mí lèmi náà mo ń yí wọn síbí pé in fact pé wọ́n kàn pé òun ni pé ìgbà tó bá yàgò pé òun tilẹ̀ ní gbé kọ́ọ̀lù wọn òun pé hey ó ga o. So àwọn African TV títí dìsìn wọn ọjọ́ ríra Yomi ò fún wọn láàyè wọ́n pe Yomi tì ní Yomi ò fún wọn láàyè kò fún wọn látẹ́ńṣọ̀n títí tí wàá di òní ìbáṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. So àwọn yẹn kàn ṣe tiwọn wọ́n kàn ṣe press conference wọ́n kàn ṣe gbogbo wọ́n kàn competition ọkọ̀ọ̀kan for nothing sake ni kíní ò support Yomi ò support wọn torí pé ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n lo orúkọ Yomi as witness àbí kankan Yomi ò pay attention sí wọn which is very bad ọgbọ́n ló dẹ̀ tún ṣe fún bàbá Mohbad yẹn meanwhile ó dẹ̀ máa bọ́ta ó dẹ̀ máa castigate bàbá Mohbad bàbá Mohbad kó lọ ṣe kinní kan kó ṣe tọ̀hún ó dẹ̀ tún sọ pé o ò rẹ́dí àti bá bàbá Mohbad ṣiṣẹ́ inú mi dẹ̀ dùn gan bó ṣe dìgbẹ́ pé òun ò fẹ́ bá bàbá Mohbad ṣiṣẹ́ so at least tóun bá ń ṣe tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí bàbá Mohbad náà máa ṣe tiẹ̀ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì kó má ṣáà try àti bring anybody down bàbá ò dẹ̀ bring kò dẹ̀ ever bọ́ tàrí kó wá bring ẹ̀ down pé Yomi Fabiyi disturb family mi Yomi Fabiyi fẹ́ rán ọmọ mi lẹ́wọ̀n bàbá ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ so why tóun fi ṣe wá wò pé bàbá is a threat to him. What
happened is that Yomi ò fẹ́ kán gbọ́rọ̀ anybody máa fi ti tòun. So ìgbà tí àbáyé wa ń lọ sí kíní tó lọ ṣe àwọn interview yẹn àwọn èèyàn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé yes bàbá sọ báyìí. So ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá báyìí ń sọ yóò fi fún Yomi ní problem and he doesn't want anybody to listen to anybody except him and it's not possible. Ẹni tó yẹ pé Bukky tí ò ráyè tiẹ̀ Bukky tó ṣe ń bá tiẹ̀ kiri òun ta sí Bukky gẹ̀gẹ̀rẹ̀ Bukky ọ̀rọ̀ Frankas yìí iṣẹ́ Bukky ni ó bá lọ takò Bukky àbúrò fún àbájé yánnayànna.
Iṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé bí BJ ṣe wà tí ò dá lóhùn látijọ́ ẹ̀. BJ ẹni tó máa gbé information wá fún bí eléyìí tó máa legit pẹ̀lú concrete evidence tó máa gbé wá fún if there is any lapses lẹ́dúkẹ́ ni wọ́n máa gbé wá fún bí eléyìí tí BJ bá wá jù sí tàbí eléyìí everywhere máa scatter ní nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yomi nǹkan tí ò yé Yomi nìyẹn kò ṣe pé ọ̀rọ̀ ká ti máa búra wa nìkan ní issue. Olórí ayédè Olórí láàfin.
Yes, ma,
ẹ káàárọ̀.
Yes, ma.
Bless you.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ question vengeance ni.
Carry on.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló fẹ́ bá mi ṣe sí comment mi tí ó kì í máa wà visible ní comment section. Tí yóò bá táàgì mi mo kí n máa rí. Tí náà bá dẹ̀ táàgì rẹ̀ ni ò ní rí comment mi sọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn náà nìyẹn.
Iṣẹ́ Wùmí ti yí náà. Iṣẹ́ Wùmí nìyẹn o. Holy Ghost fire. Olórí, that's the handwork of the Apokojaye. But maybe you should try again now and see. Try to tag somebody now. Maybe we'll see your comments. But I saw your comments on the comment section now. Olórí.
Tó máa ń pẹ́ mo comment lásán ni ẹ máa rí but tí n bá tag yín ẹni ò ní comment mi sọ tó bá dẹ̀ tag mi náà nìyí.
Hey, can you try again now?
Okay, try.
Try again and try to tag somebody now and comment. When you do so, let us know. So we'll know.
Okay.
People are really keen on hearing your voice. People are looking forward to hearing your voice. So make sure you come up occasionally so that people can actually appreciate your voice. Thank you very much, Lori. Gary the Buttermeat, if you are there, can you unmute your mic and speak to us, please? Buttermeat, are you there?
Oh,
have you done it?
Daddy, Sister Ikeoluwa, mi mo bóyá ó rí àbí wọn rí.
Rí tag yẹn ní comment section wà láì. What's going on?
Mo ti máa ń complaint pé mo ti create account mi gan.
Me rí. What's going on? Your comment setting.
Mo dẹ̀ fi máa ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Your comment setting.
Let me even remove it.
Bí a ti ọ̀dọ̀ olórí yẹn kẹ wo àwọn settings tẹ ṣe nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bí a ọ̀dọ̀ wọn.
Do you want to try again now?
Bá mi wò ó máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ mo ní máa comment violence mọ́.
Try again now. Let us see. Maybe it's the same thing. Thank you very much, Gladiator Kelua, for that gift for Olori. Try again.
Laughing.
Let's see.
Láàfin ọba.
How is it?
Ṣé
Àárín kankan àwọn ṣe nǹkan báyìí. Who did you tag? Olori?
I tag Moremi KG.
Ọ̀gá o. Mo yẹ títí your filter. I've removed the filter self from the message setting. So it's not even featuring any message now. But still, why are we not seeing your tag? What is serious? What are we going to do now?
The moderator first to get
Okay. See, let's get you out of the moderator stuff first. If that will help. Then you now try and do it again. You go and try it again. I've removed it from the moderator. Àwọn Wùmí ni àwọn sẹ́ẹ̀tì Wùmí àkọ́kọ́ jayé àwọn ikọ́ sí àwọn fọ́ọ̀tì wọn ni olórí máa ń fún wọn ní yóò máa ń fún wọn jẹ ní comment section. Wọ́n dárúkọ ẹ̀mọ́ bí.
àwọn construct comment section nìyẹn.
Wọ́n dárúkọ ẹ̀mọ́ gidi ni.
Àwọn warriors.
Ó ti wọ́ọ̀kì olórí. Olórí ọpẹ́ o. Àbí wọ́n sì gbé olórí. Thank you very much for the guitars to olórí. God bless you olórí.
So ó dà pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe yẹ wọ́n kúrò ní moderator àbí?
Yeah, so that
Imagine.
Olórí dà pé you will not be part of the moderators o. Ìkànnì máa fọwọ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ olórí. Either you form violence session or the comment section, or inform moderator. It will never fail me. You are not saying anything. Make it just now.
Okay, bye. Jẹ́ kí wà báyìí. Mo
Violence yẹn ni. All like the violence in big me. Who put the comment section here? Unlike the violence in me, I know she will never sacrifice that for her comment section stuff. Thank you very much. God bless you. Look, not just for all you do for justice. God bless you. Gladiator Buttermeat, are you there? You are not there. Mommy, thank you very much, Gladiator Kelua. Gladiator J has spoken. Ogosiko 55. Ogosi, are you here to speak to us, or you are just sharing the stardom with us? This justice for Mohbad. Are you sharing the limelight with us? Or you are here to speak to us? Gladiator Ogosi. Wọ́n ní pé ẹnìkan bú bẹ́ẹ̀ nominate. Àwọn ìyá òṣì yẹn, àwọn ìyá àránù yẹn ni.
Wọ́n fún mi ẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Sọ kó kọ̀tínú èpè yẹn dáadáa. Máa yẹn kó má wẹ̀ yó. Ó dúró digbé wẹ̀yẹ́ pàrọ̀ náà pa àkọ́jẹ́.
Kó dúró digbí ẹ̀dọ́ di ṣubú. Ẹ̀dọ́ di ṣubú wọ́n ní ẹ̀dọ́ ṣubú máa dúró digbí.
You're not there. Very shabby job. Wọ́n ṣe very ridiculous job. Wọ́n máa ṣe lọ wọ́n ọkọ̀ orí ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ́ tó máa tó kò sí kọ̀kọ́ nípa rẹ̀ intact. Àrí tẹ́ṣe toxicology gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lọ. Àwọn ọmọ burúkú yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ní kóòtù gbàgbàgbà. Ìyá Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀ slam ẹ̀. Wọ́n jáde ọba bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdá ṣe kọ́kọ́ sí. Kí lorúkọ ọmọ yẹn náà Olúwa ti fẹ́ Dàrúṣà sọnù. Ìyẹn náà wọ́n ti sọ pa bàbá ó ti kọ́ tẹ́ṣe. Gbé gbèsè kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀ gbogbo owó pọ́blíkì kan lọ ni. However, owó ìdáná jẹ yín yẹn they gonna have to pay you that money.
We have to pay you that money. Jack shit. Oh, try this American English. They got to pay you that money. They got to. Oh, people don't got to hear me when you want America. You have to pay you that money. I don't think you'll be last time we know. And why they go to one court? You're going to be court. You're going to be. Baba wa tẹ̀mí ṣe birthday present. Baba wa sign. So good evening ma. Tí wọ́n sọ pé ẹni. Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ general? Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Àdùfẹ́ rọ́bìṣì máa ní. Àdùfẹ́ rọ́bìṣì máa ní. Àdùdó. Àdùfẹ́ rọ́bìṣì ló sọ̀rọ̀. Òdùmọ̀sùn wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Ṣé wọ́n dúró kí ni wọ̀n yẹn ni? Ṣé wọ́n rí wọn ni? Irọ́ tó pọ̀ kàbìtì ní kóòtù wọn rí ni. Òkè ló ṣe. Everything wà ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe. Àdùfẹ́ àti Yétúndé Adams yẹn kò yàtọ̀ síra wọn. 100% we give the support. Yétúndé Adams yẹn kò sí yàtọ̀ nínú ọpọlọ àwọn méjèèjì. Ṣùgbọ́n owó ẹ̀yẹn àwọn tí wọ́n lẹ́nu tó kú tó ṣe pé ó tàn. Ọlọ́pọlọ. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni mo bá wí, ẹ̀yin kọ́ mo máa gbé fẹ́. Àwọn tí olùpọlọ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Wà lásà ìsàlẹ̀ yín ló wà. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ àwọn tí olùpọlọ. Wọ́n dàbí kẹ́kẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn náà ti tó yẹ́yẹ́yá. No. Errand of submission, you know. I'm good. That's fine. That's why I'm here. I'm good. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's have it. What do I let no money at last? Yes, ma'am. I've always watched this program. Comment section and was okay. But oh, yeah. Thank you for climbing up to that. I want to commend you. You people are doing a wonderful job. Wonderful. Well, I don't blame you. Information tell me pé mi ò mọ̀ bóyá mi nìkan ni mo ń rí. I don't know because actually, madam, I don't know if I can mention her name. But you are not tapping the screen. Mention any name. Tap screen if not, the light will go down, please. The editors and generals, please double tap your screen, please. We need everything. They are sending me signal that I need to end the live now. They are sending me pursue because the live has been very, very inactive. Please. So, everything was okay, but you motivate okay. DNA, they want to go for the most one, call them autopsy, toxicology, and anything criminal that way. Sign handle it and motivate everybody that day. Gift us, so God bless. Thank you very much, all the gifters. God bless you. God bless all the our tapping session. Yes, so all the tappers, all the gifters. God bless you. God bless you. And at the end of the day, I want to realize that the same would also know what our hand over a lot of people but I so I don't know. Thank you. Hello. I was so confused and I was so meaningful. Another thing to face will be Papa Mohbad. Also, torí èèyàn kan bí wọ́n lè rí wọ́n ní nígbà tí wọ́n fi ṣe fáwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àtọ̀nì yẹn pé is there any money tó jáde nínú fún mi yẹn tí wọ́n bóyá ó ṣe náwó ẹ̀ wọ́n ní ìwú tí wọ́n ná nínú fún mi yẹn tí wọ́n sí. And this man in question wọ́n ní kó wá ṣàlàyé bó ṣe náwó.